Hi, my name is Mark. I'm the CEO of Websnare Inc. Today I was just going to try to make a tutorial real quick using the JCE editor in Joomla to help our clients and anyone else who needs to learn how to insert an image into a Joomla article and some tips and hints along the way. So basically I've just opened up a content article called About Us, and I'm in the JCE editor, which you can toggle to see the code you're creating. And I'm thinking I want a image under the company header. So I've dropped my cursor in there, and then I'm going to go to the Insert Edit Image icon, and I'm going to click it. And it's going to pop a window up. And in this window, I typically try to explain it in two parts. The bottom part is basically showing the contents of a folder on the web server titled Images. And root here should probably really say Images because that's what the folder is called. But that is the bottom of the directory structure it's showing. To the next panel to the right, it shows the contents of the Images root directory. We could simply go into another directory here or here to see the contents of that directory in this panel. So as it's loading, let's see what happens here. Oh, well, it didn't like that. So anyway, the idea here is simple. Basically, that if we wanted to select this Joomla black GIF, it's going to show us a preview over here. At the top of the screen, you're going to see the URL field is propagated, the alternate text for that, and then the dimensions. And let's say that I want to bring it in a little bit smaller, like 125. As long as this checkbox is checked, I can then put in that first dimension and click this box. It will do the math. This is best practice as it will not blur your images. I can also set the alignment and the margin and a border if I want to. Once I have all this set up, I can click Insert, and there's my image. Okay, notice how the text wants to wrap around it. If I wanted to edit that image, I can select it again and go back to the same icon. It's going to know which image I've selected, and I can change it again. So I think I want it even smaller. And then I'd scroll to the bottom of this page and click the Update button. It's the same button, it's just taken on another name. Sorry, it doesn't come up in my viewer that way. So that is really the basics of how to get an image into the JC article or module. One more piece of this that I should probably mention, going back to the same icon again, is there are ways to group images together and create rollover images as well. So there's clears as well, so you can clear to either side. There's a lot of features here that most people don't recognize. So let's talk about how do we get another image up onto the site. Well, that's usually done in the JCE image manager with this button. It's the upload button. I'll show it to you once again. It's this button right here. If I click it, I get this pop-up on top of a pop-up. I can then browse my computer and select and then upload that image. It will show up in the directory that's selected here. So let me do that real quick so you can see it happen. Try to find something small. Remember, you want to try to resize your images prior to upload so that they're not an enormous size on the server and that your web server doesn't have to work to resize them on the fly. So this was what I just put up there. It's the ad for our firm, and I'm going to make it really small, and then I'm going to make this one go center. I'm going to keep the same. I'm now clicking the update button. Okay, and there you can see that now we have the correct image. Of course, if you select it and you do get the boxes, you can hold the Shift key down and drag out a corner. It seems to work pretty good in JCE Editor. However, there's a good possibility you're going to blur your image this way, and I recommend using the actual digits inside of the image manager. So that is pretty much the gist of the image manager in JCE Editor. I know someone's going to ask me, so now how do I make a link? So if I select that image one more time and I click the link icon, I can then go into any of my menu items and make it link to that menu item. I'm going to do another tutorial here in a bit on actual links, but we're going to make this link to the home page using the main menus link, and I click the insert button, which is right out of view, and now I have a linked image. So anyway, thanks, and I look forward to any comments or questions you guys have, and I hope this helps.